The Department of Justice proposal would give state and local police the go-ahead to spy on Americans only on police suspicion, not on evidence. It's a loosening of the rules that would allow state and local cops to target intelligence gathering against groups like anti-war activists or individuals that police deem on their own to be terrorists or threats. Nearly 250,000 police officers would be free to use public records, the internet, undercover surveillance, and other techniques to infiltrate groups and listen in on Americans' private communications, even if no crime has been committed and the likelihood of a crime is low.
In effect, it would turn 18,000 state and local police agencies across the United States and all 50 states into the eyes and ears of the U.S. federal government. Here at the American Civil Liberties Union, they don't like the Department of Justice's proposal one bit.
Mike German was an FBI agent for 16 years before joining the ACLU as one of their civil rights lawyers. He says state police have already launched spying programs against those opposing the Iraq War, programs that local politicians stopped when the media exposed them. But the new proposed Bush rules would in effect give local cops carte blanche, he says, to potentially violate the constitutional rights of hundreds of thousands of innocent Americans.
The federal government has increasingly encouraged state law enforcement agencies to become basically intelligence gatherers as opposed to law enforcement officers, and we've seen problems as a result. We had, police undercover agents infiltrating peace groups out in California, protest groups in New York and Colorado, and most recently peace groups here in Maryland. And that's sort of indicative of what happens when you start not playing by the rules.
The proposed new regulations are quietly being offered by the Bush administration in its final few months without much media attention. Police experts say the rules, if approved as expected, will turn local and state cops into collectors of intelligence for the federal government and turn local cops whose job it is to catch criminals into snooping on law-abiding citizens. New Justice Department FBI guidelines for local police intelligence operations supposedly contain procedures to protect people's constitutional rights. But critics say the history of rights enforcement by the U.S. federal government over local law enforcement has been less than stringent, and abuses are likely to happen. Some members of Congress call the new rules troubling, but the Bush White House, which gives nearly $2 billion federal dollars each year to local law enforcement, is eager now to lift restrictions on local police that have been in place since 1993 and give local police departments the green light to begin spying on whomever they think is acting suspiciously. Mike Kellerman, Press TV, Washington.